remember that now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
There you go. Cool.
Can't play anymore, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well,
but he's got some
there you
really
go.
good
Same guy. He's
stuff.
got some
I've got
really
a
good
theory
stuff.
that Daniel
stuff.
McFarlane is the brother of Seth MacFarlane, and Daniel got jealous of Seth's popularity, creating Family Guy and the Cleveland Show and all that kind of stuff, and so he decided to make piano music, I reckon.
Right.
That's my theory.
You do have a very vivid imagination.
Yeah.
You do know that
Are
in
you
different
thinking
countries,
who's
right?
Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane? Who's Seth MacFarlane?
Seth Mac...
No. I love it. Really, Mum?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane is
Like
the
writer
creator
of
of Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Okay.
I hope you
right.
don't watch Family Guy.
I
Yeah, he
do
does.
sometimes. Only sometimes. It's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, I love it. It's hysterical. I'm not really sure the humour's designed for... How old are you?
Oh, 10.
14.
Yeah, 10 going on.
Right, okay. Come on, Mr. 10. Let's play some of this. Now, you've been
Yeah.
banned from playing this, but that was like 3 weeks
Yeah.
ago. Have you still...
I've
Have you started
played
playing
it a
again?
couple of
It
times
ran
just so
around.
I
I
Yeah.
can...
tried to play it a couple of days
Oh,
ago.
no. It wasn't
It's
supposed to be.
just sort of...
Okay.
It's a bit sad.
I would love to hear how this has gone because you're putting it together, I think, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you find out what this meant?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at Mum?
Because I forgot what it meant.
You should write it in. No. This week, write it in.
Okay.
DSL in there. Please fix ending left hand, then try hands together slowly, pages 2 and 3. How's it going?
Good.
Let's try it out.
Okay.
Are you going to start here?
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm not that fast in the left hand myself.
Before you start ever playing anything on the piano,
Yep.
I want you to always feel a pulse. Have I mentioned this before?
Yeah.
Feel a steady beat. Did you do that before you started playing?
No.
Right, so feel a beat. Feel it in your head. Hear it in your head. How's it going to sound? Da da dum bum ba bum. Or is it going to da 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 dum ba bum? Then you'll get a sense of how fast you're going to play it. So do that and then start it again. Pause, right. The pulse thing, that didn't really work.
No.
Okay. So I need to give you a little bit more help here, I think. How many beats in a bar of this music?
4.
4? Is it 4? What's this C thing with a line through it, man?
I have no idea.
You've been playing this all the time and you don't know what that means?
What?
You don't know.
No,
What is
C
this?
is common time.
Right, which is what?
4 beats.
Right. So this little doobie?
Makes 1.5. 4.5.
2. 2, 2. Half both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Cut. We call it cut time.
Okay.
Right. Now 2, 2. What does 2, 2 mean?
2 means 2.
Okay, back to basics. What is 4, 4? There's a bar of 4, 4. Draw in the notes that would fill up that bar. The 4 notes that would fill up that bar.
Oh, I'm just gonna...
Look at, we're really having art issues in this class, aren't we? Yeah. Definitely a musician and an actor, right? Okay, so I think they're crotchets, and there's 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now 2. So this means 4 crotchet beats. This is like quarter notes.
Yeah.
All right. 2 half notes. What are half notes?
Half notes
What do
are
they look like?
notes that are
Half the bar. Half of a whole note.
half of a whole note
Is that?
a double crotchet.
I'm really glad that we're doing this now, right? Write the note that is worth 4 counts and held for 4 beats. Write that up here. What's it called?
It's just called a semi-brief.
Brilliant. 2 notes. What 2 notes go into that semi-brief? What are they called?
Minims.
Right. So, these guys here are worth how many beats?
2.
And 2 of them go into a whole?
Assembly.
So these guys are known as half notes? 2 beat notes?
Yeah.
So how many in this bar?
2.
2 minims. This is what 2-2 is. 2 minim beats in a bar. That's what I mean. I think that was better.
That's all right.
Okay, so James, the question is, what's the difference between 4/4 and 2/2? Because 2/2 is the same, isn't it? There's 4 crotchet beats.
2/2 is 2 notes, but just 4 beats. 2 notes but 4 beats, and 4/4 is 4 notes but 1 beat in each.
You're kind of right. I think the best way to do it is to actually just clap a rhythm. So let's actually get the feeling of 4/4 and count the beats. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Stronger on the first one. Counting out loud with me. Go. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Good. Now 2/2. We've only got 2 minim beats in the bar, but we still have 4 crotchets, right?
Yeah.
So this time our feel is more 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and. Okay, so our counting is different because we've only got 2 main beats in the bar, and the crotchets would get ands. The other thing that this tends to be is much faster, so we'll tend to feel 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and versus 4/4, which would feel like this 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I think if you play this, there'll be much more of a sense of 2 beats in the bar than 4/4. Let's see if we're right, yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Can you feel that pulse of 2?
Yeah.
That's what this cut time thing's all about. Okay, so now, going back to this, the question is, here's the bit that we want to play, starting here, right?
Yeah.
But it's not a full bar. How many beats are missing?
There are 1 beat.
1 beat missing, right? So if this was 4/4, we'd probably count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Yeah.
And that would get us a pretty good steady pulse. And I think at the speed you're playing this for practice, I think that'd be a good thing to do. So let's try that. I want you to count in out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Up.
That didn't go well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right hand only. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. Good. Left hand now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. No, this is at a different pace. We're going slow. I'm trying to get you to slow down. So if we're counting 4 beats in the bar, which we're only doing because we're going slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Try it. 1, rest, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest. 1, 2. So we've gone quite slowly now, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think at that pace you might be able to play it hands together and keep that steady beat.
Okay.
Let's try that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
2. 1, rest. 2 together.
This is hard.
Yeah. 2, 4. Let's do that much again.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2. 'What? This is really quiet. Here we go. Okay, stop there. Better.
Yeah.
It's definitely better in time, which is good because you're actually understanding where the beats are actually placed now, I think, which is good, right? And then I think this is a really good pace for you to play this at. So what I want you to be doing when you practice and mum or someone in the family overhears you, they should actually hear you going and counting yourself in, right? And that way we'll know you're playing exactly in time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you've still got some work to do on these 2 pages. You're going to look up what this means and then follow its direction as to what you have to do then.
Yeah.
All right? There are some other words here we might not know about. What's this?
That means that you go 8 octaves below.
8
Above.
octaves.
No.
That's a lot. That's like bigger than the piano, isn't it?
2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8. It's like another whole piano.
There's a whole new piano.
So what is it instead?
It is 8 notes.
8 notes higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. All right, so what have we learned about today? Let's just revise. What are you going to do when you practice?
Look up yourself in here,
Yeah.
however you pronounce it, and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 before you start that bit.
Good. Before you start any piece of music ever,
Yeah.
feel a pulse. Yeah, good.
And
What's our goal going to be?
Our goal is going to have a goal.
Good, you're going to have a goal and it's going to be?
And it's going to be to like play one piece like in a certain way that you want to play. Like,
Let's talk about the goal for this piece.
So the goal for this piece is to go slower and
What's the outcome that we want by the next lesson for this piece?
to have the rhythm and the notes correct.
For which pages?
2 and 3.
Great. Rhythm and notes, perfect. Page 2 and 3. Sound good?